Hey guys, I have gotten a lot of requests to do a tutorial for my latest song, I'm Alive, so let's jump right into it. I'm gonna have you be a little patient with me because I'm a little music illiterate, so I'm just gonna be giving you the string letters and the fret numbers rather than actual rather than the actual chord names. Um, I hope this helps. We're gonna start off here on the second fret of our A string. And it's just going to be your basic bar shape, but if you don't have the strength to bar, that's okay. I'm only playing 4 strings at a time at any given point in the song. So if you just want to press down on the second fret of the A, and then sequentially the fourth, fourth, and third frets, that's okay. You don't got to bar. It's good to be in the habit of barring, but not necessary for this. And I'm gonna give you guys the note pattern before I give you the plucking pattern. We'll put them together. So it's gonna be second on A, second on E, up a half step to the third, back down a half step to the second. We're gonna slide up to the 7th fret, up to 10, down to 9, down to 4. And through almost all of that, it's going to be this same basic bass note +2 or full step, bass note, full step, bar, and then half step down. Just your basic power chord. And our plucking pattern is going to be, I'm using my thumb for the bass notes, my next 3 fingers are just going to pluck on those next 3 strings. That gives you a nice kind of almost ska-like upstroke sound. And the pattern will be so a couple things change once we get up to that higher range. At the beginning of it, it's all that same picking pattern and all that same shape. It's just going to be up to 2, up to 3, back to 2, and then here's where it gets a little funky. We're going to start back down on the second, and we're going to slide all the way up to this 7th fret of the A string. Same shape there, but then when we go up to 10, we're going to use our ring finger to bar 12. And we're going to do that same shape when we slide down to the 9th fret of the A string, barring 11. And from there, we're going to jump right back into that original shape, or you can keep barring. It doesn't really matter, because for this part, you only want to play the next 2 strings. You do not want to pluck all 3. And then it'll just restart from there. It resolves on that 4th. So it's, when you put it together, I'll show you a couple of times through with both parts, or rather showing both hands. So it will go. We'll do that a couple more times through, showing my picking hand. And that's how you'll play all of the verses. That's going to repeat through most of the song. And then we'll get to the bridge, which is just a little trickier. We're going to start in the same position on that second fret, same shape. And I'm going to explain it the same way I explained the first half. We're going to start on the second. We're going to slide all the way up to 9, down to 5, and then up to 7. And that note's going to hold, and then we're going to, for the next measure, we're going to start it off on the 4, all on the A string. So down to 4, and that'll go all the way up to 10. And remember, when we're up here on 10, we're going to want to be barring the 12 for the next 3 strings. So we slide up to 10, back down to 9, and then all the way back down to 2. And we're going to resolve it where we started. So when you put that together, it's going to sound... Let's try that again. Oh, that's another thing. Sorry. If you can catch it, I still struggle with it time to time. But when you're on the 5th fret for the first half of that bridge, when it's... You want to do that same shape we were doing all the way up on 10 and 9, where you're just barring with your ring finger. That one's a lot harder to catch because it's just a quick note and then it's going to jump right to the next bit. But it doesn't sound quite right with that major shape in there. So... I'm going to show you again with the picking pattern. And that's it. That's the whole song. At the end of the bridge, it's going to jump right back into the... And because that's going to be used for both the verse and the chorus. The bridge is the only part where the guitar is any different. So I'm going to give you another couple of playthroughs with both and give you something to play with, or play along with, rather. I'm going to play it at the speed I actually play the song at, since I've done it a couple of times slower with individual bits. And I really hope this helped you get the hang of the song. Thank you guys for caring enough to want this. that helped. Love you, strangers.